Nature is so beautiful, isn't it? The trees, the sun, the water, the trees. They're so beautiful.
I'm Cleary and we're back with polluted news. This just in. A woman was murdered today over some pollution. Here's Keela with more on the story.
Wait, are we live? Oh. Hello, I am reporter Keela Ross with breaking news. Today I will be interviewing Peace Love. Miss Love, why did you decide to commit this crime?
That lady threw trash into the river. She's contaminating the environment. That's pollution. Don't you know that?
Hey, so what's so bad about pollution?
Everyone's doing these reckless actions, and I'm trying to stop it. First of all, raw sewage is dumped into the water, which is toxic, deadly to the organisms. Also, people like that lady throw trash into the water and it chokes the organisms. Then people with those fancy cars have to have oil, but then 12% of that oil is dumped into water. Why can't people use bikes like me? Jeez.
Okay, thank you. Now back
I'm not done. Toxic chemicals like lead, mercury, nitrates, and phosphates from fertilizers are non-biodegradable and kill the organisms as well.
Thank you. Now back to Cleary Elder with news.
Thanks, Keela. And now to our next story. The Environmental Congress met today to discuss possible solutions to air and water pollution. We at Polluted News got exclusive coverage of the event.
Today we are going to discuss possible solutions to air and water pollution.
First of all, we need to stop littering. It'll keep trash out of our rivers, streams, and oceans, and save organisms from being choked.
But don't forget air pollution. We need to encourage factories to stop burning as many fossil fuels, and then less will be released into the atmosphere, and have consumers spend less time idling in their cars too.
What about sewage overflow? This is one of the other causes of water pollution. We need to stop the use of combined sewage systems that cause raw sewage to be dumped in local water areas. New sewage systems would be highly effective.
We need to educate the public on ways they can help. Carpooling, turning down water heaters, and the 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, recycle.
We need more legislation, like the Clean Air Act and the Clean Water Act. The Clean Act requires the government to enforce regulations to protect the public from toxic gases. The Clean Water Act means it's illegal to dump pollutants into water sources unless there's a permit.
But that seems so easy. Why isn't water and air pollution being fixed now?
Money is the biggest problem. No city or corporation is willing to lose money in order to be greener.
Us politicians won't risk not being re-elected to save the environment. The same big corporations that support politicians are the same ones that pollute the most.
Well, that was some good ideas. We will address this later.
Next topic. Are cows the cause of global warming?
That's what's new with the Environmental Congress. Here's Francis and Greg with more from Polluted Sports.
Thanks, Cleary. This just in. Air pollution is pulling ahead in the worst effects on the environment competition. It is the cause for many health issues like asthma, smog, smoke and fog mixed together in the air caused by burning large amounts of coal, and also the air pollution causes holes to be made in the ozone layer, which causes some of the sun's deadly rays to reach Earth.
But don't forget about the water pollution, Greg. Their stats are just as deadly. Since trash, sewage, and oil gets spilled, this causes many organisms to die. For example, fish, turtles, aquatic plants, and many, many more die and affect the food webs. Plus, polluted water can evaporate and cause acid rain, which kills the organisms as well.
You know what the odd thing about these two competitors are?
What?
They rely on each other. When one is polluted, it causes the other to be. It's just one big cycle.
I get it! If we clean up one, it will help the other too.
Exactly. Now back to you, Clary.
Thanks, Greg and Francis. That concludes our newscast. See you again in the morning.
Here's how you can help.
Don't drive.
Use cold water when you don't need hot.
Plant trees like Peace Love.
Reuse, recycle!
My unicorn.